Worst decisions I've ever seen given. Some of the worst defending I've ever seen. It's mental, guys. This is episode 5 of View from the Cave. The Yeti is out, and I'm going to give my points of view. And guys, you think this intro's all over? It is now. Big up, everyone. Yeti in the house for the View from the Cave episode 5. Hope everyone is doing good. We're going to get through this shit show of a weekend because I've just watched all the highlights and, well, my days, some terrible stuff has happened this weekend. Big up to you, Taib. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Right, okay, let's get started with the weekend's games. Is Manchester City against Liverpool. Watching the first half, basically, it was. I thought Man City was all right, to be honest. I thought they was trying to get things together. I don't think they've quite hit that gear yet. I think we all know they've got more gears to go yet. They're doing some good moves, but it's just going wrong at the end of it. Liverpool, I thought, looked okay. Alisson was very shaky. I thought he gave the ball away quite a few times and could have actually cost Man City a goal. But, they managed to get the one goal with Haaland, which is a beautiful finish, to be honest. I mean, you can't really knock that kind of finish. It was a cracking finish from Haaland. And I missed the second half, unfortunately, because I went to the supermarket and I kind of got stuck in the checkout. Well, not in the checkout. I was at the checkout. Got stuck at the checkout and got back. It's like 83 minutes gone. So, unfortunately, I didn't see the second half. I've just watched the highlights. Again, a lot of it was Manchester City. Some good shots, some good moves. Just didn't quite come off for them, to be honest. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a goal by an assist from Salah. And you know what? It's a nice goal as well. So 1-1, I'd say fair result, but don't sleep on City because they've definitely got more gears to go, and I can't find the video on my tablet. They've definitely got more gears to go, so there'll definitely be more going on. That one weren't too bad. Well, what I saw of it, decisions wise and stuff. Some of the other games this weekend, though, were absolutely tragic, man. Burnley against West Ham United. Again, Burnley come out going for it, big style. All the highlights are pretty much Burnley trying to score. And if they can get that right, if they can get somebody good enough in January, then, maybe, just maybe, they might be able to save themselves because it's never over till it's over. But, they manage a goal. Ray Rodriguez gets a penalty. And then basically West Ham turn up and kudos, brilliant assist to Mabamba, or whatever his name is. And basically they get the goal and then they leave Soucek alone. Again, terrible defending. Best thing about Burnley at the minute is that number 30, Ollie Issue or whatever, he looks a serious player. I must admit, looks like they bought a serious player in there. But at the end, West Ham win 2-1. Still can't get this bloody video on here, so I can't actually see the chat at the moment. What the hell is going on here, man? Right, anyway. Then on to Luton, Crystal Palace. Well played, Luton. Luton get the win. And watching it, some great stuff, actually. Elise's goal, man. Oh, my days. I mean, that guy, it will be such a shame, but he just comes back from injury. And he'd probably be going in January because he is just different class. That left footer, man, straight in the top corner. Absolute beautiful goal. And then, you've got to give it to Luton. Mengi, first ever goal, manages to put the ball in the net. You got to give it to him. And then the winning goal is a cross. Beautiful cross as well, similar to Saka's, apart from this one was on the ground. And then Jacob Brown puts it in at the end to give Luton a well deserved 2-1 victory. Well played, Luton. Big respect to Luton. I have no idea why this ain't coming up on my tablet. Tis live. Tis live, I'm assuming. Right, anyway, it'll come up in a minute, I suppose. Right, okay, so let me just have a quick look at the chat. Let me just get the next game. Oh, it's right, it's Newcastle. How you doing, Carl Rossi, mate? You all right, pal? Let me just get some of this chat. Afternoon, Yeti, in work, but attentively listening. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. And also, Maltor is listening to Depeche Mode, the new hip hop sensation. How you doing, Maltor, mate? Hope you're doing well, pal. And basically, we're on to Newcastle Chelsea. Now, look, I'm not being funny, guys, but some decisions this weekend have been absolutely shocking. I think that this decision for Chelsea to actually pretend to defend was probably one of them. I mean, their defence was absolutely shocking for that Isaac goal. I mean, they're all just stood watching it. It was definitely a bad day at the office. And then you've also, on top of that, you got Sterling scores a beautiful free kick, to be fair. Absolutely beautiful free kick. Lascelles is then left open and just to head the ball in the net. Again, Joe Linton just slips past. Colwell mistake. And Joe Linton slips past and scores a goal. Just some really awful defending, to be honest. James then gets sent off in the 73 minutes. Now, to me, it's soft, but I would also say if someone like Gordon gets past you and starts running towards a goal, you can't touch him, man. You can't put your arm out. You can't put your arm out and touch his back or anything like that. He's going down all day long. He is going down all day long. Probably gone down more times than Madonna on whichever celebrity she's fucking now. But and then Gordon gets an absolute quality goal at the end. Do like this player, must admit. Do like this player. So Newcastle get a deserved 4-1. Could have been more, to be fair. Could have been more. 4-1 win. It wasn't a good day for Chelsea. I think even Wolf would admit that. It definitely was not a good day for Chelsea at all. They just wasn't on it. The defence, like I say, I mean, geez, there was no concentration at all. If there was a carton of orange, they definitely wouldn't have been concentrated. Let's put it that way. Right, okay, so we're moving on to where's me scores, George Doors? Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Here we go. Right, Forest and Brighton. Well, guys, you want the view. Here's the fucking view. I'm pissed. I am fucking so pissed off at this game. It's absolutely fucking shocking. It was shocking. We start the game. I missed the goal. My stream didn't come up, so I completely missed the goal, which is one thing that fills me full of fucking jolly Christmasness in the bottom of my bollocks. And and Alanga scores. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. But we've got this mentality thing going on at the minute, guys, with Forest. As soon as we get in the lead, we just go to sleep. We're just stop playing, and it's just so fucking frustrating. Really is. We let Brighton play. Brighton look like the home team. I know they're going to have a lot of possession, but you can't let a team like Brighton play. We did that, and we paid for it, basically. Carl Rossi says, oh, I'm trying to use my fucking cigarette packet as my fucking mask. Newcastle have been impressing me more and more. No crying about injuries. They just get on with it. My word, Joe Linton is a monster in midfield. Beautiful decision to put Joe Linton in midfield. I mean, they got him in as like a striker, but he weren't really scoring many goals. I mean, but he is. You're absolutely right, mate. He's a beast, man. He's an absolute beast. Absolute beast. So that was a quality decision, and I agree with you, mate. They had players out, and they've just done what they've got to do. I mean, I'd say they're probably more scary than most other teams, to be honest, because the other guys are going to be coming back, and they're going to be signing other players as well. So you know what I mean. But yeah, on to Forest, where we start to try and block Brighton over the halfway line, which to me was too late. It needed to be a mid block. We needed to make sure they knew where they was playing. We need to make sure that they knew someone was on their heels every time they got the ball. For some reason, don't know why, that mentality just is not there when we're in the lead in a game, and it's costing us points. And it's all right, people saying, we'll be safe, we'll be so safe, we'll be safe. It only takes so many games, and then all the shit can change. So I'm not going with that. They get a penalty, which, to be honest, I thought was soft as shit. To be honest, but again, you're behind a player, and you're touching a player in the back in the penalty area. There's only going to be one outcome, and that's exactly the outcome that it was. And I didn't agree with it, but don't matter if you agree with it. Some terrible decisions this weekend, and that's that. Mr. Pipes, hey mate, how you doing, Yeti? I'm all good, mate. I hope you're doing good, pal, and you've got all your sausages in the oven. And on to the next part. I mean, we tried to kind of get back into it. We get a penalty eventually, which basically, again, I thought that was soft as well. But if you give the first one, you've got to give the second one. I thought they was both soft. I thought it was both poor. I mean, they're not as bad as the penalties in that Fulham Wolves game. Oh my days! You know what I don't get, guys. Right, this I can't understand. Right, if a player goes down, yeah, and he doesn't get the penalty, surely he should get booked because he's fucking cheating. You dived, you cheated. So if it's not a penalty, then you dived. It's got to be one or the other. You can't have both. So it's about time that was looked into, and they started to look into the laws of the game, because cheating is not fucking part of the game. Never has been. So if you do it, then you should pay for doing it, in my opinion. Anyway, and anyway, towards the end of the game, Dunk gets sent off because he's an absolute bell end. I mean, you argue with a ref, you get booked. You don't stand there and keep arguing with him, do you? Stands there, keeps arguing with him, so the ref does what he can do, and he just chucks a red card, and that's it, dunks off. So then they're down to 10 men. So then Forest turn up to the game, and we are pressing and pressing, and we're all over them, absolutely all over them, and no quality. No quality. The passion was there, but there was no quality whatsoever. It was ridiculous. And, we had so many chances, couldn't finish it. Morgan Gibbs White looked absolute quality, I've got to say. But, we kept pumping balls into the box that their defence just kept taking away. So, as soon as that happens, in my opinion, you stop crossing into the box and you start cutting the ball back and start taking a shot. You could easily get a deflection that could have gone in. But it's all by the by. It has pissed me off big style, to be honest. It's major points dropped, in my opinion. And I'm not in the least bit happy about it. I think if they all played like Morgan Gibbs White and Mangala, I think we would have won that game. Personally, there was both absolutely outstanding. Danilo shouldn't have started. He just wasn't on it. He was making bad passes and giving the ball away all the time. I'd have rather started Yates, to be honest, for his bite in midfield and his ability in the air. But it is what it is. You know how it goes. It's always the same. There's no point sort of crying over spilt milk and all that bollocks. So that's that. So we get the loss, and then we're on to Sheffield United and Bournemouth. Right. Well, Sheffield United, I think their manager could be sacked. Didn't really see much from them, to be honest. Again, defending was absolutely atrocious. Oh, I didn't mention either the second goal for Brighton. The midfield was, the defense was fucking awful. Free header for João Pedro. You know, he's about the size of my fucking foot. You know what I mean? And he gets a free header. It's just not on at all. Absolute rubbish from Forest this weekend. And anybody can have an issue with that. I don't give a shit. I'm a fan and I see what I see and I'm going to call it the way I call it. And I tell you what, all them Forest players, yeah, if you think you're going to do that and you think you're going to go to sleep when you want to and you think you're not going to give 100% for 90 minutes, fuck out my team. Get the fuck out of my club. Get the fuck out of my town. No, we don't want players like that. We won't accept players like that. We want winners. We want people who want to fucking go out there and do the right thing. If you're not going to do the right thing, fuck off somewhere else. And I mean that. And right, anyway, get off Forest. I don't want to be talking about them all the time. Sheffield United against Bournemouth. Again, Bournemouth just peppering them left, right, and centre. Probably should have scored more, to be fair. Sheffield United managed to get one by McBurney, but some of their defending, Sheffield United, was terrible. And this is at home as well. I mean, it was awful. But it's like I say, this weekend was complete bad defending all ways around. It was absolutely shocking. And then we get on to the apparent title winners, Brentford v Arsenal. No, not Brentford. Brentford aren't the apparent title winners. Arsenal apparently are going to be winning the title, winning everything, winning UCLs and everything because Havertz scored. So I mean, why not? I mean, you know, there's nothing they have to worry about now. They're going to win it all. You know, we all might as well just pack up and go fucking home the way they're talking. I mean, it was a terrible game. If Brentford could finish, I mean, their best finisher is out of the game because he's a twat and he bets on, you know, he's been betting and got caught on it because he's a complete fucking prick. I mean, he earns loads of money and all this, that, and the other, and then he's betting, he's just a twat. And I mean, he might be at Arsenal at some point, so I mean, he can join the other twats. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, if Brentford could finish, they would have won this game 100%. Arsenal was not impressive. They didn't look anywhere near a title winning team for me. January is going to be massive for a lot of teams, in my opinion. Arsenal's definitely got to get a striker in, and they've got to get more in that midfield as well, in my opinion, because there just wasn't any cutting edge or anything for me. They managed to get a goal right at the end. Beautiful pass, to be fair. Havertz in the right spot. Got to give credit where it's due. You know, gets the goal. The thing is with Havertz, same as I said with Nketiah when he got his hat trick, can he continue to do it? Nketiah failed, and I think Havertz will as well. Yeah, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, then fair play. Halfway through the game, something happened, so I kind of lost a lot of gist of the game because more important things was going on, and I just weren't bothered about the game at that point. I was more bothered about person's health instead of the game. There's far more important things than football. You know, when things like that happen, that takes precedence. On to Sunday, Tottenham, Aston Villa. Thought Tottenham started well. To be honest, I thought they was looking decent. They managed to get a goal, and then basically Aston Villa turned up, and you know, that was the end of that. I mean, let's just say Lo Celso scores an absolute quality goal. It was a quality goal. Whether he can continue to be that guy while they've got the other guys out unfit, I don't know, but we'll have to see. But it was a quality goal, to be honest. Again, Paulo Torres, no marking on him whatsoever. Easy goal, to be honest, just before half time. And then a beautiful pass from Tielemans to Watkins. Watkins did what Watkins does best, and he finished it. So Tottenham are in the mirror at the minute. I mean, they need them guys back, and they will definitely need to strengthen in January. I still wouldn't cut them out. I definitely won't cut them out, to be honest, and I won't cut Villa out either because they're looking like they're starting to get things together. So that could be a very interesting situation. Let me just have a look at the chat. Let's have a look. Motor says you can join us for WoW SOD launch tomorrow, Yeti. Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. I might be on it later, actually. I don't know. We'll see. One of the worst games I've seen in my life. I've said that multiple times. Watching Arsenal this season, not a promising sign. But what do I know? You know everything, mate. You can see it. I mean, it's only these donut bastards that seem to think that they. I mean, look at Ian Wright running and kissing the screen with the players on. You earned your money, righty. You earned your money, mate. All that money that Cronky gives you, you earned it on Saturday. What an absolute fucking joke. And I tell you what, if you ever want to come on here and have a chat about how much of a joke you are, feel free, mate. Feel fucking free. Take the Yeti on. Let's see how that goes. We ain't going to do what's required as per usual, already dangling out articles that we can't spend. So the numpties will settle for a signing of Johnny Nobody from Brazil League. Absolutely, mate. It's like a book that's written and you just read the same book every season. And you get the same prats that fall for the book every season. It's just, honestly, it's long. It's long with your fans. It really is. It's fucking mental, man. On to Everton, Man United. Now, this one shocked me. I must admit, I had this down as an Everton win. 100% Everton win. And what can I say? Man United turned up. They really did turn up. I mean, and whatever you say about that goal, I mean, that goal from Garnacho is just immense. But this is what makes me laugh, though, right? Because Garnacho scores in 3 minutes, yeah? And everyone's going, oh, brilliant goal, brilliant goal. Yeah, absolutely, brilliant goal. But apparently, according to our fans, we scored too early. And that's why we lost against Brighton. What a fucking absolute load of bollocks. So what are you supposed to do then? If you get in a goal scoring position, what do? Hold back because it's too early to score? You should have the ability to be able to hold the lead when you get it. It's got nothing to do with when you score. It was said the same with Man United when we scored early against them. Oh, you scored too early. We didn't fucking score too early at all. What we did wrong is we didn't keep scoring when we had your horse on the fucking on the I don't know. Can't think of the last bit. But anyway, Rashford gets a penalty, pity penalty really, because he weren't all that great to be honest. And then you can't knock that last goal, that third goal. I mean, Bruno Fernandes finally does what Bruno should do, and plays a beautiful pass to Martial, and he just finishes it. Everton are looking in a bad way. I mean, we've got them as well at the weekend, but the way we're playing at the minute and the mistakes we're making is just fucking, oh, it's so frigging annoying. And then watching the Fulham Wolverhampton game, which I weren't even going to bother watching because I thought it was a bit boring. And to be honest, watching the highlights, I'm glad I didn't. I mean, the penalties in that game, shocking. Shocking, absolutely shocking. Good goal from Iwobi on the near post. You know, tucks it in. Terrible defending again, to be honest. But like I say, that's the story of this weekend. People say it's because just had the international break. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know about that. Cunha then gets a header again. Not really any defenders anywhere near him. He's just on his own. I mean, if you leave players on their own like that, then you know you're going to get hurt at the end of the day. Wang Hee Chan scores a penalty. I do. That player's quite good. I wish he had a name I could actually fucking say. That'd be nice of him. But and that's a penalty. And I didn't think that was a penalty in a million years, to be honest with you. Another terrible fucking decision from these refs. The more they get scrutinised, the worse they get. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then Fulham get 2 penalties to win the game, which both are absolutely just, nah, not for me. They're soft as hell. Soft as hell. The ref had an absolute mare, for fuck's sake. Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous decisions. Right, we're going to go on to the games of the weekend. First of all, let's see the chat. Pipe says Brazilian players very rarely adapt to English football. Yeah, there's some good ones. I mean, that one we've got, Murillo, he looks like he's pretty decent. Danilo can be good when he gets on his form. We've got a lot of Brazilians actually. We should be called fucking Fossil, not fucking Forest. We got that many fucking Brazilian players at the minute. Corossi, I'm embarrassed by the majority of fans and God forbid the media pundits paid by the club talking bollocks. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes, isn't it, man? It's exactly how it goes. Smash the lights, two people. Yeah, the realist. Yeah, cheers, buddy. You are a realist as well. You know me, always tell it how it is. Can't be any other way. So basically, right on Saturday, we've got Arsenal against Wolverhampton Wanderers. What we thinking? What we thinking? Arsenal against Wolves. Now this should be a win because I mean Wolves just don't look the part to me. I mean Arsenal should be winning this, but the way they struggled against Brentford, I'm not quite sure. And also another thing I didn't mention about Arsenal, Jesus, man, what are you doing? You're on that. You're on the ground more than the fucking groundsman. Honestly, you are shocking. I would never want a player like Jesus. What a cheat! And the thing is, as I've said before, it's hurting your team because the refs have got his name there. And, well, I mean, it's Jesus, so I mean, you're bound to have his name. But, they know exactly what he's doing. So even when he does get fouled now, you're not going to get them either. So not good, not good. You do not want that reputation. It's not good. Big up, Yeti, my dude. How you doing, TJ Ibarra? TJ Ibarra, Tony Ibarra, even. Fucking hell. Well, at least it begins with T, so I got it off right, I suppose. How you doing, mate? You all right? What do you think about the Arsenal Wolves game? I mean, to me, you should be winning. It's another one of them where you should be winning it easily, really. But I mean, you never know, do you? Arsenal, you don't know which team's going to turn up, and I think you're just winging it. I really do think you're winging it. That's why I don't think you're title challengers in the slightest, to be honest. I have no idea yet. I cannot predict what we will do anymore. I'm not confident for that or tonight against Lons. Jesus needs to be sold now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's not. I don't rate him, mate. I don't rate him, and I think it's about time Zinchenko was put in that number 10 position. I think if you want the best out of Zinchenko, he should be in that number 10 position. You should get a proper left back, although you had one in Tierney. But, he's gone now, so there's no point talking about that. But I think definitely Zinchenko should be put in that 10 position, 100% for me, or definitely around the midfield anyway. There's no point having him try and defend. He's shit at it. And yeah, fair enough, he gets the ball off the line, but it was him that caused it in the first place. I mean, that's probably the only defending I've seen him do all bloody season. So I definitely have him more as a 10, to be honest. But against Wolves, could be an interesting one. I think that you're getting to a point where you are gonna. The look's gonna fail. The look's gonna go because you can paper over the cracks for so long, but sooner or later you will get found out. And I tell you now, Havertz ain't banging them in all the time. He's not banging them in all the time. He'll go back to his little ID hole. He'll be hibernating again by this weekend and all this, that, and the other. And all the other fans will be turning around and going, "Oh, well, he had a good game. He passed forward once. I remember him passing forward once, and it was the best pass I've ever seen in my life." These people are fucking clap, mate. They're idiots, man. They don't know jack shit about football or anything like that. They're just a bunch of pricks who just want to try and get a name and put themselves in lights and get the likes and all this, that, and the other. That you can see that because if it weren't for that, they wouldn't be clipping up Lee Gunner because he don't celebrate a goal about with a player that he said he'll never celebrate a goal with. I mean, and I watched that terrace yesterday, and it's like Lee Gunner's turning around and saying like these people are saying, why can't you just be happy? But like Lee Gunner says, well, you're obviously not bothered about his happiness because you're having to go at him on Twitter every fucking day. So that makes no sense. But then again, these people don't make any sense. They're absolute fucking idiots. Idiots, man. We have too many fucking players in positions they are not supposed to play. Fucking Arteta, get out. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Havertz is here until his contract runs out, leaves on a free, mark my words. I think he will if Arteta's not there. I think the trouble with Arteta is he's too big-headed. He won't admit. I mean, like when he's taking him over to the crowd in a headlock. Oh, look at the circus act. You know, what the fuck? What is that all about? And what about the other players that scored for you? Why didn't they get the headlock? Why didn't they get the love? Why didn't they get taken over to the opposition fans? Do you know what I mean? You got Ramsdale. I tell you what, Cole, and I don't think a lot of people have really keyed this. Have you noticed that Raya and Ramsdale are a nervous wreck in goal? You think there's a bit of a coincidence there? Because I tell you why. Because Arteta's forever turning his back to them and telling them, no, don't do this and this, that, and the other. Fuck does he know? Fuck does he know? He was a fucking barely average footballer. He definitely don't know anything about goalkeeping. So what are you telling your goalkeepers what to do for? And why did you go for a Raya? Why didn't you go for somebody who had a bit about... I'll tell you why Emi Martinez ain't there. Because Emi Martinez would have told him to go shut his fucking trap. Emi Martinez wouldn't have listened to him. That's why he ain't there. It's evident, man. He couldn't handle an Emi Martinez. He'd have told him to fuck off. 100%. Go and fight bulls, you fucking twat. You know what I mean? What a dick. Lee is taking souls on Twitter today. Love that, man. He is taking souls, isn't he? Yeah, I do look at some of it, but I do ignore a lot of it because Twitter, they post a lot of videos about things that happen. And a lot of these things happened 15, 20 years ago, but they post them as if they're happening right now. Do you know what I mean? Make you terrified to walk on your street, man. If you took all of that into what the world is now, you'd be walking out with weapons and shit like that. It's mental, man. It's just a cesspit of pieces of shit, and there's always got to be somebody turns it into race or something like that, and it just can't be doing with a fucking sight, man. It's terrible. I wonder why this guy's antics from the sidelines would put the nerves into a bullish monk. Exactly. Like I say, if he was a top goalkeeper in his past, then fair enough. Tell him what to. But you don't. The one thing, right? This is where he shows his stupidity, Arteta. Yeah. The one thing you don't do to a goalkeeper is you do all the instructions on the training field. You don't start fucking screaming at him from the side. You're going to make him nervous. And the last person you want to be nervous is your fucking goalkeeper. Makes no sense to me, man. Makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Anyway, Arsenal, Wolves, and I think this will be a win for Arsenal, to be honest. I think you'll make hard work of it, but I do think you'll win it. Will you turn it on? I don't know. I think you've lost the fucking switch, to be honest. I don't know about that. Brentford v Luton. Well, you would say Brentford, but I mean, Luton look bloody decent against who was it they played now? Crystal Palace. They look really good, to be honest. I'd be looking at that Elise, I would. He looks fucking class. Absolute class. Imagine comes back from injury and then someone buys him in January. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Man City don't go in. I think they went in last time. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go in again. And he just looks different level. That goal was fucking beautiful, to be honest. So yeah, Brentford, Luton Town. I think it'd probably be Brentford. I think they pick up these kind of points, so I do think they'll actually win this one. Burnley v Sheffield United. Oh my days, that sounds like Burnley actually should win this. The way they attack and attack and attack, If Burnley can't win this, they might as well just fucking pack their bags and fuck off back to the Championship now, to be honest with you. Carl Rossi says he's a pathetic little pube-headed egomaniac. I hate him. Yeah, he is. He's definitely the issue, man. He's definitely the issue. But yeah, Burnley, Sheffield United. Oh my days! It's got to be a win for Burnley. It's got to be. This has got to be Burnley's win. Got to be. I'd be amazed if it's not. Forest, Everton, 5:30 on Saturday. Well, it should be a win. It should be a win. I mean, we should really bounce back from this Sunday, but this getting in the lead and then losing the mentality is really, really starting to worry me. So hopefully we kind of get that together, to be honest. And I think if Burnley beat Sheffield United, I think that would be the end of their manager. I definitely think he'll be gone if they lose to Burnley, 100%. Newcastle, Manchester United. Interesting game. Interesting game. Man United again, switch it on one game and then they're not switched on the next. So this for me is a Newcastle win. I think Newcastle will be pissed about last night, to be honest, because no matter, I don't care what anyone says, they was robbed. That is not a penalty. If it hits the chest first and then the arm, if it hit the arm straight away, fine, penalty. If it hits the chest and then the arm, they just wanted PSG staying in the Champions League. That's all that was about, 100%, because Mbappe couldn't wait to run over and do his interview and all this, that, and the other. Absolutely shocking for Newcastle. They played really well. They needed to. They should have carried on and got more goals, but it's PSG, man. It's PSG. It's all right, people saying that. I mean, it's not. I mean, the funny thing is that came from an Arsenal fan, and I don't see you battering teams. Do you know what I mean? Last season, yes, but this season, no, you would have probably done exactly the same thing. It's PSG. You got to use your brain, ain't you? You have to start winning. Forest have too much promise to just survive relegation. They should be aiming higher, 100%, mate. But we've got to sort that. We've got to sort that mentality out. That mentality is frightening, man. When you get in the lead and then it's as if you just think you've already won it or something. I don't know. I can't really get my head around it, to be honest. It's so fucking annoying. Most angry watch along I've ever done, to be honest. I was so pissed off. My heart sank for Toon. Fuck PSG. Yeah, 100%. That was set up. I actually, funny thing is, I messaged Mama Flossie just before, and I said the ref's trying everything to give them something. Everything. You could see it. The ref was trying everything to give them something. And the thing that pissed me off is that VAR, you didn't even see it on the screen until he actually went and looked at the camera. You didn't even see it. And then all of a sudden you saw it, and it's come off his chest onto his arm. No, not in a million years. Not in a million years is that a penalty. But you've got to keep Mbappe in the fucking in it, and you can't have Mbappe in the Europa League. I mean, whatever. I mean, and then when he's squaring up to people, fucking Mbappe. Fucking hell, you'd knock the shit out of him. Yeah, you're a good footballer. You can run fast, and you'd have to run fast as well. You coming into me like that, fucking prick. 100% says Carl. Yeah, always, man, always. And on to Bournemouth Villa. Wow, I mean, come on. I mean, Bournemouth are starting to get it going now, but it's got to be Villa all the way. Villa just look like a different animal now. Watkins putting them away. You know what I mean? They're just starting to look really, really good. I'll be honest, they are starting to look really good. So that's got to be a Villa win for me, 100%. Chelsea Brighton. I don't know, because if Chelsea defend like they did against Newcastle, then it could be another long day. And Brighton are happy. Another thing I want to clear up on the Forest game as well. All I see is fans crying about De Zerbi not shaking hands and about the way that Brighton celebrated when they beat us. We haven't been beaten for ages at City Ground in the league. They also had 10 men. They was also backs to the fucking wall and defended that lead. Yeah. I have no issue with any of that. And I think we need to concentrate on the fact we lost the fucking game because we didn't have the mentality to fucking push it through. That's what we need to be concentrating on, not the way they celebrate and not the way they fucking and not the way their manager don't shake hands with our manager. I don't give two fucks. That is not my main concern about what I saw on Saturday. And if that's your main concern, you know, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're a bit of a knob. I don't know. Here's a mutant ninja turtle. Who, though, Yeti, be careful. Yeah. Uh, who then, Mbappe? The alcoholic Santi Cazorla was buzzing. Oh man, did you see that guy that was terrible for him? And I noticed he had the shirt number 29. And I said to Lee, I says, he's wearing 29. What do you expect? um, yeah, so yeah, I'm bothered that we lost. I'm not bothered that De Zerbi didn't shake hands. I couldn't give a flying fuck about that kind of crap, to be honest. Liverpool, Fulham. Well, Fulham got a win on Monday, but it's got to be Liverpool, man. They pick up these results. I can't see it not being Liverpool, to be honest. And then we're on to West Ham, Crystal Palace. This is a derby, so this could be quite interesting because West Ham, you never know with them. That Kudos looks decent. Paqueta can be a game changer as well. But Palace have also just struggling to kind of make it at the minute. So I think I'd have to go with West Ham. With West Ham being at home as well, I think it will likely be a West Ham win. And then on to the big one, really. Manchester City against Tottenham. This could be long, man. This could be long for Tottenham. I think this one could really be a nasty one for them. Bentancur's now out. You know, they all hate Matty Cash. I used to like Matty Cash. I mean, but I still like Matty Cash, actually. You know, I mean, he probably should have been sent off, to be fair, after the second or third challenge. But these things happen and they're happening all the time at the minute. The referees get told they're not doing a very good job, and then what do? They go out and do an even fucking worse job, and there's never any there's never any deterrence or anything like that. There's nothing on refs, you know. I mean, yeah, fair enough, they drop them to the championship, but I bet they're still on the same wage because they'll be under contract. I mean, if it was you and you've got a tough Premier League game, or you get dropped to a Championship game, probably they do it on purpose so they get dropped to the Championship. So it's a bit mad, yeah. I mean, it's not easy in that league, to be honest. I mean, it's a tough league, to be fair. I mean, we know we've been in it for 23 fucking years, but you know, I mean, it's crazy one. But Man City, Tottenham normally have Man City's number. I think that might change at the weekend. But then again, everything I said last week, it went exactly the opposite fucking way. So, you know, what the hell do I know? But that's what this is. This is a view from the cave, you know, so it's just my views on these things. You know, you don't have to agree with it or anything like that. Can't really give any fucks, to be honest. If you look over that field, my fucks are barren. No, where my fucks are, thy is barren, or whatever. Some Shakespeare-y bollocks. I don't know what the fuck it is. Right, well said, yeah. So true focus on yourselves, fuck the others. Yeah, absolutely. Alcoholic Santi Cazorla. My best one this year, I think. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely up there, man. Definitely up there. 100% Rossi can't be unseen. And then Tony's laughing at Tony. Tony's laughing at Tony. I mean, Cole's laughing at Tony. Fucking hell. What do you think about the Man City Spurs game? Do you think Spurs are going to get slapped up? Or do you think that Spurs are going to carry on being the bane to Pep? I mean, I've seen some good stuff by City on Saturday. Just, you know, just wasn't quite there at the end of it. But what do you guys think? Do you think Man City will beat Spurs or what? Get your answers into the chat. and we will discuss. But I mean, Holland started scoring again. Rodri. I mean, there was some good stuff by City, to be honest. And Liverpool's goalie was like, I don't know where he was. He was a bit weird on Saturday. I've never quite seen him sort of that bad, to be honest. I mean, he made some fucking howlers. He chucked it out to City 2 or 3 times and nearly got goals against him. Crazy, man. It will be uploaded to Pornhub, I think, the City game, mate. Yes, it's going to be a major gangbang on the old Tottenham. I mean, I mean, I don't know who they've got coming back or how close the players are to coming back and all this, that, and the other. But I mean, we all called it. But the crazy thing is all these teams that are underperforming are not really out of the picture. Most of them are. I mean, you've got Man United only 6 points behind you guys. I mean, they're not even out of the picture. Spurs are not out of the picture. You only got to get a good run going. And some of their games, when their guys come back, aren't the toughest games on the planet. Well, I mean, they're all, they're all difficult, but they should be winning them. So you never know, man. You never know. There you go. Romero will be back for them. All right, he'll be back for one game then. You watch him get you watch him get fucking sent off again. That wouldn't shock me in a million years, man. That wouldn't, if he actually got sent off again. Right. Anyway, guys, that has been my view from the cave, episode 5. Hope you've all enjoyed watching, and anybody that watches afterwards, can hit the likes and subscribes. I would absolutely appreciate it. And other than that, the news for me this week is there's certain channels on YouTube I will not be watching again because you don't let your chat run rampant like that, and you don't turn around and say, "Can you stop deleting the comments to the mods?" If you can't do if you want mods, then you leave them to do the job. You know what I mean? You don't fucking you can't. Sorry, just I mean, saying that it just gives everybody free reign. And some of the things that was said in that chat yesterday was fucking ridiculous about chigs, about people fucking killing themselves and all this kind of stuff. I mean, who are these little bastards that just sit there saying crap like that in a chat room? What a load of little bastards they are. It's a shame you can't actually find who they are, and fucking go to their ass with a fucking lump hammer, and just say anything like that in the chat again. I'll be back with this lump hammer and I'll smash it through your face. Then they might just learn. There needs to be a deterrent to typing all this crap in people's chats and stuff. Unless it's a chat like mine, I don't give a toss, to be honest. Go too far and then you'll be fucking going further. But, it doesn't bother me. Thanks for the stream, mate. Nice pick me up in work. No problem, my dude. No problem. 10,000 million 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And a thumb up from Mr. Pipes. Right, guys. Like I say, thanks everybody for being in here. First time I've actually done the view from the cave on my own. So, hope it went well. I was going to try a different thing where I watch the highlights and speak them through as I'm watching the highlights. I might do that in the future, but we'll see. I'll have a watch along for the Forest game on Saturday night. I will be doing a lot of World of Warcraft because the new season of Discovery comes out. So a lot of us are going to be playing that quite a bit. So I'll probably be quite busy. I'll probably be on World of Warcraft later on. So I don't know if I'll be I'll be doing any streaming later on. Might do some gaming at some point. Might even stream the game. Don't know if I'm going to watch Arsenal Lons, to be honest with you. It's I don't have that many hours in my life to fucking waste them, to be fair. But yeah, big up to everybody. Thanks everybody for being in here. And the Yeti is out. And hey, guys, just one more thing. Bye.